Hello, Word Nerds! Happy Sunday and welcome to our live chat. This week is a write-in, which means we are going to get so many words written. I don't have a question to start us off, so I guess we'll do the standard, what is everyone working on right now? We'll go down the line, let you know what we are currently working on, and we'd love to hear from you guys in the comments about what you will be working on tonight. You do not have to be writing a book. If you're doing your homework, if you're just getting something productive done, that is awesome. So first up is Erin.
It's always me. I'm working on, I don't have a title for it yet. It's just called Literal Man-Eating Bisexual Feminist Witches. That's the title I'm going with right now. And
oh, yeah. Love it.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on.
And Kyra.
Can we get that in acronym form?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a great acronym, never mind.
Switch some things around. You can make it make sense somehow.
I don't know. We don't have any vowels in there, so.
There's
anyway,
eating.
Okay.
Also realized I just said it's a mouthful, which is like a total cannibal.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be a good night.
I don't blame you if anybody just decides to like log out of this chat right now. I don't blame you.
It's a hell of a start.
We lose all our viewers right now.
Sorry, guys.
Well, I am working on a light YA sci-fi with lots of attempted murder.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
What's a good Sunday without some attempted murder?
And Rachel?
I am working on, I want to try working on this fairy story that I'm writing at the moment, and I have my appropriate mug for the day. There we go. Just getting ready.
And Megan?
I'm kind of bouncing around a little bit. I'm working on this experiment that I'm going to do a video for in a couple weeks that is like a 14-day experiment where I'm trying all these different locations and like different methods to see like what really works best for me for writing. And so I'm kind of just doing like whatever is in front of me that I know what's coming next, and we'll be all just writing. Sorry, I'm crackly, guys. But yes, that's what I'm working on, bouncing a lot for an experiment.
I am writing the final scenes in a book that comes out 2 weeks from now so that I can get it to my editor tomorrow.
Wow, no pressure.
Got a lot.
Is it Void? Is Void out yet?
That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow!
Yay!
Yay!
I'm at 74 pre-orders. So close.
Nice!
That's
I'm gonna go
amazing.
pre-order right now to get
Oh
to
my gosh.
75, please.
I will make it 76. I want it. Yes, wow. I read the first 5 chapters and I was like, I need this.
Yes, I'm going to pre-order it
In case
tonight.
everyone doesn't know, Into the Void is a new book coming out by our very own Kelly. It apparently drops tomorrow. It's a good sci-fi adventure.
Yes!
And it has
You
a
can
beautiful
advertise
cover.
yourself, so we have to do it for you.
Exactly.
I don't know what to change the subject to. So
Kelly has lots of books coming out this month, and you can pre-order all of them.
Hey!
I don't think that's what Kelly had in mind for changing the subject.
Oh, that's not.
If you want to see Kelly go bright red.
so how about that local sports team?
Yay, sport.
Do we have any questions or anything? Like, how long do we want to go before we sprint?
I don't see any questions right now. Am I still crackly or am I good?
You're
You
okay.
are excellent.
Okay. Excellent. Sorry about that, guys. But you can ask any writing or reading related questions in the discussion section, and we will answer them in between sprints. If this is your first time joining us, we do 20 minutes in length word sprints where we all go and write as much as we can for that 20 minutes, and then we check in and we share our word counts, share how things are going, celebrate,
Share our
commiserate.
feelings.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a lot of fun. We could just start at the 40.
Let's do it.
Sure.
I mean, business tonight.
Yes.
Get her done.
That leaves us 2 minutes. We're missing Emma.
To talk about Kelly's book more.
Kelly's book.
Yes.
I still have to find prompts because I thought Emma was gonna be here. I miss her. We'll do an it-themed prompt. Put a red balloon in your next scene.
Perfect.
Ooh.
You don't have to do the prompts, but if you're not sure what to write, prompts are a fun way to help you figure something out to write. So.
I don't know if I can handle an it-themed prompt, honestly.
Just a red balloon.
I'm already going to have nightmares tonight.
So yeah, 1 minute to talk about Kelly's great books. He has books coming out under Kelly Sheridan and Kelly Bean. You can find her on Amazon. Her books are on Kindle Unlimited for now. Take advantage of it while you can.
That's why I don't tell you people anything.
But we always find out. We always know.
I search you guys on Amazon, so just to like look at your book covers and stuff.
We're not supposed to stalk each other on the off days? I thought that we all did this. Oh, whoops.
Until we all live in the same city, that's going to continue. It's time.
All right.
All right, so we are going to check in on the hour. Write as much, as fast as you can. Feel free to also edit, or if you have homework because school is back in, feel free to do that. All the productivity, and we will see you in 20 minutes. Reminder, the prompt, include a red balloon in this scene. If you want to, you don't have to.
Good luck. Time?
Yep.
How'd that go? How'd everyone do?
Meh.
All right.
I got 457, which
Nice.
is really good for me.
Yeah, I got 450. Well, 458, but I don't count the extra 8 words.
Yeah. You
Why
should.
not? I count them.
I round down.
I round up. 460.
460.
I did 310.
Nice.
720.
Damn it, Kyra, making
You're the
Rissus look
worst.
bad.
Well. Well.
Oh, well then. You sure you can be hanging around those plebs?
Well, I won't get that many next time because I realized I have no idea what happens in the rest of this chapter. So,
Oh.
Good.
Okay, that makes you feel a little better.
you know,
Us 400ers. We're not good enough to hang out with you 700ers.
it's not
I'm on the lowest
true.
rung ever. I'm in the 300s. Like, I'm in your broken 4.
I had like this really weird sensation of I knew what I was going to write for the chapter. And then literally my fingers touched the keyboard and started writing something else. I don't know what's happening, but I'm going with it. It's never happened before.
Weird. It's
I
because
had
of the
99
it
red
prompt.
balloons in my head the whole time because of
Oh
that.
no. Well, thanks for that. Now I'm going to have it in my head.
Yeah, now we will all have it. in our
I don't know what that is, so I won't.
What? Such a baby. You're too young to know these
Yeah,
songs.
I know. Makes me sad.
I mean, I'm probably too young to know that song, but I do, so
Hmm.
very catchy.
Yes, it is. Rachel can go look it up afterwards so she can join the rest of us in our stuck in the head.
You know, thank you for the
misery.
offer. I really appreciate that. This is one club that I'm going to stay out of.
It's a
No,
good
it's a good
song.
club. It's a good
It's a
song.
good
It's a
song.
good song. It's just yeah.
Maybe it'll bump you up to the
Catchy.
400.
Oh, shots fired.
Oh.
Cade, Kyra, what the hell? That's unexpected.
It didn't mean to be like that. Got carried away.
I got carried away.
This is why I never trash talk, as I like immediately after have to apologize profusely. So
You're purely
Feel bad right away.
That's my favorite kind of trash talking, though. Like, if you say something mean and then apologize immediately after, then it's just like, oh, this is just trash talk. This is fine.
As long as you're not one of those people that like apologizes before and is like, no offense, but, and then says something
Oh,
really
Yeah.
offensive.
no, they're the
Oh,
worst.
yeah, that's a
Those
different kind.
people.
No offense,
Mhm.
but go jump in a lake. You're the worst.
Oh, jump in a lake. That's not that bad.
No, I mean,
Go
that's what I
jump in
would
a
say
beach
back.
infested lake or something. Go jump in a lake with a lake monster at the bottom.
That's my reply to
like
them.
how many
not their
leeches are in the
original.
lake?
I don't know.
We got people sharing their word counts in the discussion section. Shanice got 345. Helen got 637. The BookTube Turtle got 415. Jada got 60. Oh wait, Helen got 687. Just kidding, typo. CC Gillings got 848 words of editing.
Ooh.
Monique is working on rewriting and editing. So not sure what the word count is. I lost my place because the thing jumped down to the bottom. Hang on. Megan H got 303 while making revision notes. William got 600. Dr. Lexful got around 100 on homework and like 20 or so on a podcast. Susan is also working on editing. Nocturne Kelp got 401. Made in the SOS is working on character sheets. Jada asked, what was the name of the song? Missed it.
99 roughly.
Do you want to say that one more time? We're kind of overlapping each other.
99 red balloons. I was going to say it.
Words fall, not sure how many words. Shro was trying to figure out to draft or rewrite, did a little bit of rewriting. Megan H has a question. Any ideas on how to balance reading and writing for your classes with reading for fun and writing for fun?
I'm like, I just went back to school last week. So last week. Yeah, I have a weird schedule. So I do all of my school reading in the daytime, and then before I go to bed, I'll read for like an hour, and I will do my fun reading then. Or I'll read fun stuff on transit to school and work, and then I'll read the other school stuff in a school environment.
Yeah, I do more or less the same thing. I stay on campus during the day between classes and do most of my like homework stuff then. And then I try and save like a little time to read at night before bed.
Except sometimes that 1 hour turns into like 3 hours, and then suddenly it's midnight.
Oh, see, I'm the opposite. Usually it's like, I'm going to read for half an hour before bed, and then I'm like 5 minutes in and half asleep. I'm like, I'm just going to go to bed. That's a very slow way to read books. Use the fun reading as a bribe to do the school reading.
Oh, yes. That's good. I'm like, I only have one more chapter of a book I don't want to read until I can read a book that I do want to read. Like the nerdiest thing ever.
We had another question from Shanice. All of the books coming out always put me in a slump because of the fact that mine isn't out. Is that just me, or is that normal? Normal.
That's normal.
Yours will have its day.
Yeah, I think that's why I always go through like periods of sometimes I'm writing a lot and sometimes I'm reading a lot. I almost never am reading a lot at the same time that I'm writing a lot because I love reading, but those books are also beautiful and they're out and they've been through a gazillion rounds of edits and my first draft cannot compare. William asked, have any of you written a book using a song title as the book title?
No.
I've seen
I
other
started
books
drafting one.
that have. You did?
Yeah, the like 50s mobster one.
Mm.
Yeah, but like I think I wrote 2 chapters of and then shelved.
Should we start the next sprint at the 10 and just do one more question before we move into the sprint?
Sure.
Sounds good.
All right, we had a question from Monique. I'm trying to make sure that my motivations for this scene are realistic. Can anyone help?
Motivations for the characters in the scene, I'm guessing.
I think so.
Yeah. I think it's hard to answer without knowing.
There is more details because people ask questions. So my main character and her love interest are having a quarrel because they just ran into the MC's ex. MC wants to kiss love interest, but he refuses to kiss. Doesn't want her to kiss him if she's going to think about her ex or just wants revenge. Would a guy do that realistically? I mean, if you think your character would do that realistically, then yeah.
Yeah, you have to lay the groundwork for this person's personality before the scenario, and if you've done that, fine, then it should all match up.
Yeah. Oh, so many comments. I apologize if I'm missing your question, if I don't get to it, or if I don't read it during the next break in the sprints. Please ask it again. There's just a lot of comments in the discussion, so I'm not trying to like ignore anyone. It's time, so we're gonna write for 20 more minutes. This time, let's do a hurricane-themed prompt. Have your setting be raining.
It's like the nicest possible prompt to come from that.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Ooh, that could be so cool in my scene. Sorry.
Yay.
Let's just write it. Let's just write it.
Check-in is at the 30. Time?
You never sound sure.
Sometimes I forget. There was like that one time where I called time and we were only halfway through the sprint. Now I'm always like, is it time?
I think it's time.
How'd you guys do?
Better, I think.
Well, I had a good one. I was at 860, so.
Man,
What?
Kyler, you are killing it.
I actually got 811 this time.
Damn it.
Wow.
Well
I have
done.
joined the 8s.
Oh man, I did even worse. I went to 260. But to my
But I bet
defense,
there were 260 really good words.
they are. Also, I did spend a good 5-ish, 7-ish minutes trying to think up and find titles for this person because I'm introducing a queen and her entire court, so she needs some good titles behind her. And fairies like to be dramatic, so I was thinking, like, okay, what else can I call this person? So that took a little while.
Titles like Her Excellency and stuff like that?
No,
or-
like what? Because you know how you're just like, oh, it's well, for this one, I'm introducing the Unseelie Queen, so I have to be like, you can't just be like, oh, this is, Maud, she's Queen of the Unseelie Court. She's cool. You have to be like, this is the queen of this and this, home of this place, lands
Oh,
of these
yeah,
things.
yeah.
Like, I had to think up all those things. So, I mean, it sounds not too bad right now. So we'll see if I add any more. Keep it.
I like royal fairies that would be like, this is Maud, she's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like a pretty
Maybe
good intro to
maybe
me.
I will for someone. That'd be a good insult. Instead of like saying all the titles of that, I'd be like, oh yeah, this is Maud, she's pretty cool.
None of you.
How
watch
dare
Game of
you!
Thrones, right?
Sorry.
Sounds like something the fairies
None of
would
you
kill
watch
you.
Game of Thrones, right?
I do.
No.
You
Sometimes.
watched this last season?
I've read all the spoilers, but
No.
I'm not caught up.
Because, yeah, there's a great scene where they're, like, introducing Daenerys with all of her titles, and they're just like, Jon Snow, he's King in the North.
Poor Joan.
Mhm.
Yeah. I love it.
Pretty great.
Maybe I'll rename myself with a bunch of titles. So they can
Yeah,
start
there you
Aaron
go.
of blah 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 with blah blah blah, and also
Yes.
of the land of
Author of this and this, land of this and this,
Books.
devourer of whatever.
ooh, devourer of. That's a good title.
Yeah, devourer of coffee and
Yeah,
words.
food.
And,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Chocolate.
Slayer of words.
Slayer
There we go.
of
Slayer of
words,
something, devourer of something.
Devourer of chocolate, mother of
Excellent.
Matilda.
Dang it.
You were never getting rid of
Poor
that.
child is never going to get rid of this.
But you've got
dear.
a great, like, full title for yourself. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of options.
Yeah, I like it.
Also add savior in there somewhere. Savior of something. That's a good
Yes.
one.
I have to save something
Uh,
first, I guess.
Lady of something something.
Mm.
Something cool like Smoke and Shadow or something.
Yes, exactly.
I guess.
Mine
Very epic.
is the Lady of Blood and Scars at the moment.
Whoa.
Ooh.
I
Her
might,
scars. Her scars or somebody
Hers.
else's scars?
oh, maybe someone else's. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I mean, she's a pretty,
Oh.
she's pretty badass. So maybe it's everyone else's. I don't know yet. I haven't decided.
It's cool either way.
Yeah.
I'm debating switching out the blood because that's just a really like generic one. But I was like, I need something just to make the
Yeah.
whole thing work. So might switch that out sometime.
Right on. We've got people sharing their word count in the discussion. Jada got 407. BookTube Turtle got 318. Shanice got 777, which is a fun, super high number.
Good. Well done.
Helen got 521. Dark Deluxeville got 51. Nocturne Kelp got 257. CC got 931. Made in the SOS started a new character sheet. Valerie's 26 got 385. Orsfall got 164. Monique got 310 words. We had a question up higher. Well, first, this question is more relevant to what we were just talking about, but It was for Rachel. Do you listen to Hello from the Magic Tavern? If you don't, you need to. There's a wizard character who has a really long, wonderful title. And
I don't.
Awesome.
Oh, good to know. Okay, I'll go check that out.
You'll have to check it out.
I will.
We had a question higher up. Where is it? It was also from Dark Deluxeful. Do you guys know what you're going to do for Nano? Have you started prepping?
Oh my god, no.
Nervous laughter all
Hysterical
around.
laughter.
Yeah.
I think Megan knows. Megan has
Yeah,
goals.
I know what I want to do.
Oh,
well,
good.
I have to. My goal is to finish the book that I'm working on right now by Nano, because then if I finish it by Nano, I can write whatever project I want to, because I'll have like a next book to give to my agent for if the first book doesn't sell. And so then it's like I don't have to stress about having a backup book, and I can just write for fun stuff. So I am going to write my creepy witches meets like
Yeah.
Stranger Things
Yes, yay for witches.
book.
All of the witches. Actually, I was going to say I don't know, but that's not true, because I will probably be doing edits on the second book that my publisher decides to go with. So that's probably what my Nano will look like.
Realistically, I'll probably still be working on this book, but hopefully a different draft of it.
I'm going to be
Yeah.
working on term papers.
That too.
That's exciting.
Yay.
I'd love to find a way
so
to
fun.
write the book we've been talking about in writing group, but it's probably going to be whatever deadline is fastest approaching.
We
Like,
had
Kelly
another
writes
question.
so fast. Write all the words.
That's true.
And I'm thinking, like, maybe I'll just, like, keep my normal writing schedule and then try to write an extra 50,000 words.
What?
Yeah.
That's not crazy.
Woo.
That's not insane.
Oh, no, not at all.
It is insane. You should do it.
Yes.
Oh my
If
Yeah.
anyone can do it, it's you. I believe
Yeah,
in you.
probably.
Because then I can read even more Kelly words.
Yeah.
I had a 5,000 day yesterday, 5,000 words, and then I went, oh, but
Yes, it's
this
on
is like
Twitter.
only
Well done.
half of what Kelly does per day. I don't know how you do it. I was out of words. I was done wording at 5.
I feel like I can do a lot if it's like, if I know exactly where I'm going and it's like a project that I'm not feeling drained on. But maybe I just need to work harder.
I have to know where I'm going.
Some of my-
I put it off for days.
Some of my
and I'm
biggest
like,
days have been where I had. Some of my biggest days have been where I've had no idea where I was going, and then it's like, well, 5,000 words later, and all sorts of things have happened, and usually I've, killed someone by that point. And
If that happens,
I'm not saying that's a good way to write a book, but
But
if I
it
do
is
that,
a
it's
way
just
to write a
5,000 words of doing nothing.
See,
My next
I'm not so good at like the writing nothing. So usually it's like 5,000
Yeah.
words of just increasingly jumping to things that weren't supposed to happen for like 20,000 words, and now I have to make up a whole new book to go along with this stuff.
Fill in the middle
Well,
parts.
the book I'm working on tonight, I originally did as a draft for, I think, last Nano. And that was a lot of it was like I said, there are a lot of attempted murders, and that's usually why I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have someone try to kill my main character again.
Yeah.
So,
My next scene I have
It's
to
a
do, I'm
okay way
excited
to add
for.
conflict.
It's not a murder, but they like find a body in the woods. So at least I know what's
Yay.
happening.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun.
So much murdering going on.
Right.
We all
it's
just speculative fiction. We aren't actual murderers.
no.
Well,
Yeah, as far as most of us know. I don't know about Megan, but I mean,
Emma's
Very
not here, so
I'll never tell. Oh, we had another question from Monique. Should you keep track of your word count when rewriting and editing?
I don't.
I'd like to, because it makes me feel like I've accomplished something, but that's why I haven't said any of my word counts today, because I'm like in the middle of rewriting parts of a scene and adding things, and I don't know.
Yeah. It would be very hard to try to keep
If I
track of
try to
everything.
do it, I'll like write my current word count at the top of a document before I start, and then just kind of add in whatever the difference is. So it's not all of the words I've written because I'm deleting some and replacing them kind of thing. But
That's the thing with keeping, like I keep track while I'm drafting, but if I kept track while I was editing, I feel like I would feel like I was going backwards almost, because you are sometimes like deleting large chunks of writing. So like, oh, I'm minus 6,000 words today.
My word count usually goes up, like I underwrite, but there are times where I'm just like, well, these 2,000 words that I just replaced, technically I don't get credit for, but.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like to think of it that way when I'm editing, because then my brain automatically is like, well, that was like a whole day you just deleted.
I prefer we don't do it at all. Like editing makes you feel like I've done nothing.
That's
like, oh,
true.
I've edited 3 chapters.
I like having
a lot
list.
better than I deleted 7 words.
Exactly. Well, it's also good to have a list of things. Like I'll be like, oh, I have to do this in the plot and this in the plot, and then I'll check it off as I go, and then I'll be like, oh, I got half a page of my list done today. So then you feel like you've actually done something.
If it's an edit where I'm specifically trying to beef things up or trim things down, then I'll check the word count a lot. If it's not, I won't. But like the book that Kyra and I recently finished revising, it had gotten pretty high in word count. It was what, like 94,000.
Yeah, something like that.
So I was like constantly checking it while editing, like how far down is it now? How far down is it now? And I found that really encouraging. So even though the words were going down.
Well, especially because most of the word count went down when we were doing like line edits. So it was like, those aren't the most fun edits in my opinion. So it was like very satisfying to be like, aha, we've cut 500 words.
Yeah.
Most of them were adverbs.
For me, it's prepositions. Prepositions all over.
Really adverbs. There were a lot of like, I think that's what I cut from my chapters. My character was always thinking about things and announcing that she was thinking about things.
Should we do the next and final sprint at the 45?
Sure.
I love how all of us just thumbs up.
Double
Like didn't even talk. We're just like, yep. Throw up the thumbs up.
Can you tell that we're all tired?
Can't speak the words. I've got to save the words for the word sprint.
They're not for you guys.
They're not for you.
We need another prompt. Does anyone have a prompt?
Right about. Yeah. You should show them your new friend Phil.
I'll go get him. Hang on.
I love Phil.
His name is Phil, and his last name is Angie. I'll be right back.
God, so good.
And you can write about skeletons or someone named Phil. That's your prompt. That was a terrible prompt.
Or somebody named Phil that turns into a skeleton, Indiana Jones
Someone
style.
named Phil that has a skeleton inside of him.
See, like, if you are writing and you realize you need a character name, Phil is a great character name. I think I might go name a character Phil right now.
Hey, how did this come about? How did you decide you needed Phil?
I was at Walmart, and they had Halloween stuff, and I saw him, and I wanted a punny name. And Phil has a rare disorder in which his hands are on backwards.
Oh. I've heard of that disorder before.
So yeah, this is my new roommate, Phil.
You were like close enough to the skeleton as you were at the store that you were like, those hands are on backwards.
Oh, bless.
There's so many
Amazing.
jokes you could make about Phil and his backwards hands.
God. Incredible.
He hangs out in my house now, just all over the place. What was the prompt based on Phil?
Someone named Phil or a skeleton. Or a skeleton.
Or Phil that turns into a skeleton.
It's a very advanced prompt.
Much of a guy named Phil.
Yeah,
Or a girl named Phil.
someone named Phil.
But really, I had someone I needed to like name
Philippa?
on the spot last chapter, and I wish I'd thought of Phil because that's the decent name for that character.
Can always replace
Do
that
it.
name you did.
I can't name a fairy creature Phil. Let's just
That's true.
stop
That
right.
doesn't really work.
You
Also,
can if
all
you
of my
spell it.
names are like
left hand of the Sealy Queen. Phil.
No, I'm trying to
I
remember.
think it's okay if you name it, if you spell it F-I-L, then it sounds magical.
Yeah.
That's the
Uh,
FIL is like pill. I can't name someone pill.
What did we name our like gods in our
I
like
named it
not
Bob
writing?
because we
Yeah.
have a god named Bob in our book.
oh yeah.
So yes, you can name them whatever you like.
Oh man.
Okay, it's time. The theme is Phil. I'll put him in the background somewhere so you can see him. We'll
Amazing.
go till the 06 since we're
Mm.
starting a minute late. Good luck. We'll go till time.
Hoot.
Like that one went really quickly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. I only did 288 this time, but I also had to add a character. So that I don't know how many words that added to, but I just realized I was like, there needs to be somebody else here. So gotta go back and write somebody in. Thank goodness I haven't written too much of this yet.
Phil. It's Phil.
It's Phil. It's not
Poor
Phil.
Phil.
I mean, I did add a character in, but his name is not Phil.
Missed opportunities.
He needs to be more terrifying than a Phil.
Okay, that's fair.
Phil sounds
know
like a
what you're
40-year-old dude wearing glasses working in the
What?
IT department.
What about Philip?
Philip is a prince name, but I don't need a prince yet.
What about like Philip the Impaler or something? That would be pretty scary.
Those things are scarier when you add the impaler to the end.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, Princess Bubbles the Impaler. You're like, what?
I like it. I was
That's
thinking of
actually
changing my
hilarious
middle
because
name to the Impaler.
I'm writing that down so I can use it for something in the future.
What, Princess Bubbles the Impaler?
Mhm.
Well, because
I don't
I
know
actually
why.
have a friend whose nickname is Bubbles, so now I need to tell her this because she's like the sweetest, most like adorable, hence the nickname Bubbles, energetic person. So I'm gonna tease her about that at work.
She wants to be taken more seriously. She could just add that to her nickname.
Exactly, I will. Well, she works in the kids department, so
Oh,
I don't know how well that'll go over, but
it's fine.
it's fine. It's fine. She'll get it. It's okay.
Kids will be fine with it.
Exactly.
Susan commented and said, Phil behaved. I watched him. She said before I saw her, but if Phil moved, she was out.
Yeah, I saw her comment and then went, yep. Mm-hmm. Now I'm looking for it.
Yeah, he's
just watched
reading. He's got a comic
I just
book.
watched it, so I'm like expecting all of the scary things.
Phil wouldn't dare. Phil's a good boy.
He's very good.
Is Phil reading a comic or what?
Yeah, it's the Dead Boy Detectives comic.
I think you should make. Well, there's that Instagram account of that skeleton. I think it's Skelly. It's like it's just a skeleton
What?
doing like basic. I can't swear, but like basic girl things. It's so funny. You should make an Instagram account for Phil.
Oh my gosh! Now I have to find.
Please look it up. It's so amazing. It's like this. It's basically just a skeleton, and
It's like at Starbucks and stuff. Or?
Yeah, it's like posed in like these ridiculous like basic like girls. So it's like at a spa with like cucumbers over its eyes, or it's like at Starbucks with a PSL. And, like it's so funny.
Does it wear a
The skeleton is living my best life.
Yeah, it's so funny. Really? Oh, I didn't know that.
The skeleton has a better
Please
life
take
than me.
pictures of Phil all the way together. That is the content I want.
Yes.
Exactly.
Is it
Oh,
Instagram?
yeah.
Oh my gosh, I found it. Oh my god, literally dead. Oh my god.
Yeah, literally did. That's what it's called. Yeah. It's amazing.
Oh, it has so many followers.
It does. It's hilarious.
There's always like dogs and rabbits and skeletons that are getting more followers than me, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that seems about right. Yep.
Seems about right.
Oh dear.
That's amazing.
I have like a number of followers that I have no idea who they are, and I recently found out apparently they're all girls who like know my little brother and like think he's cute and just like followed me in the hopes that I would post pictures of him.
Cool. Okay.
Aw, your brother has a fan club.
He does.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
What? I hope this is a joke. Oh my god, body goals. Okay.
Yeah, that has to be a joke.
I would, well, you never know.
Well.
We had people sharing their word counts.
Oh yeah, right, write-ins. Right, what we're actually here for.
Valerie's, we're not all here for Phil.
I think
was the point
really
of
we're
this
all here
chat.
for Phil.
Valerie's 26 got 525. Ellen got 85. Cece got 866. Helen got 700. The BookTube Turtle got 621. William got 324. Jada got 503 about a murderer named Phil, whose girlfriend told him he looked like a murderer. Nocturne Kelp got 477. Shanice got 294. I think that's everyone. If I missed a question, please ask it soon because we will probably not be on here for much longer. I'm not seeing any new ones, so. Anyone reading any good books this week?
This goes with what we were saying earlier. I just finished God's Grave, which is the second of the Nevernight build. Oh my gosh, it got gayer and gorier. It's so good, but also there is so much murder. Please, okay, if anybody's watching, do not read Nevernight if you are under 16 years old. Okay, just please trust me. You don't want to. Do not read God's Grave if you are under 18.
Challenge accepted.
I know. People being like, "Oh, I'm gonna read it anyway." And I'm like, "Please, no. It's gonna traumatize you. I swear. It's so good, but it's so bloody and it's so gory."
Is it an adult series or is it YA?
It's regular fantasy, but the main character is, I think, 17.
Okay.
So it's like kind of both. It's so good though, but it's so gory.
I just looked up the cover. I realized I have the first one on my shelf.
It's so beautiful.
I should probably read that.
You should. It's so good. Yes, please. If you are under 16, do not read this book.
You know, everyone who's under 16
do not read this book. I know, but just, oh man.
You've done this.
I have, but yeah, all right. I mean, to each their own. Just accept my advice. So yeah, I finished that. That was a cliffhanger of a century, which I'm alternatively very happy about and very mad at.
I just finished Cuckoo's Song by Frances Harding. It was really, 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 really good. Really, really good. Very creepy.
Ooh.
But as you can see if you actually look up the cover. But it was just so well done.
I'm also reading school stuff, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got my Victorian literature course. Really excited about it.
I just started Daughter of the Burning City and holy world building Batman. Like the world building.
See, I'm gonna have to argue with you on that once you finish it, because that was actually one of the problems I had with it.
I think maybe Rachel and I just don't like any of the same books. I feel like I'm always going heads with Rachel on books.
No, we do. I just have an alternate thing, and like Winter Song does not count.
No, we had this. That was like the one book I can think of that we had the same opinion on. But you hate The Selection, which is one of my favorites, and you hate.
I love to hate it.
Which is one of my favorites.
I feel like The Selection is like trashy teen magazines that I really enjoy reading. But
I love to hate it. I love it, but I hate it. But I love to hate it.
But I still loved it. I'll probably reread the series eventually.
It wasn't perfect, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't know. I'm only like 20 pages into Daughter of the Burning City, so there's a lot of time for me to change my mind about it. But
no, I like Daughter of the Burning City. I just found that like within the circus town itself, it was really well done, but I didn't like the rest of the world. Like I found that the rest of the world wasn't well done.
I could maybe see that.
I think that that's kind of like my big like world building thing.
World building skills, so I'm impressed very easily. Anyway, that's me. That's what I'm reading.
Anyway.
I know what I'm reading tomorrow. Into the Void by Kelly Sheridan.
Yeah,
that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
I am up to 76 pre-orders though, so thank you.
Yay!
That's amazing.
William asked if any of us are in the path of the Hurricane Irma. Emma was, but she evacuated. Her family lives in Georgia, so she and her husband went up there and are safe.
Thank God.
Yeah, we in Georgia are probably going to get like a tropical storm, which is like stuff will get a little damaged, but it won't be bad at all. So that's gonna hit tonight at like 2 a.m.
Well, I also survived a hurricane, so I'm like, you guys can do it.
Yeah.
You're gonna.
Emma and I are both from Florida, so this is.
You're like, yeah, it's just
You'll probably just hear like extremely creepy wind noises, and
I'm just sitting here being like, Ollie's gonna be so scared.
He's gonna be on a lot of Xanax. His little doggy Xanax.
yeah. He's gonna be in the bathtub.
Yeah.
Poor Ollie.
Dealing with his emotions. Yeah. My family's hometown. Like, I still have a lot of family who lives near Jacksonville, and they are already very flooded, so that's not good. But no one is in danger, as far as I've heard.
There are some people that are refusing to evacuate, and that scares me. Like, oh my gosh.
My grandma lives in like South Florida with like all of the old people who live in South Florida, and was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna say I don't feel like driving. I was like, Grandma, what are you doing?
It is. It's like people's grandmas and like great aunts and stuff that are just like, I'm too stubborn to leave. And
She's
I'm like, no.
I'm old. If this is what kills me, so
oh my gosh. Oh dear. Oh man.
Oh gosh.
Well.
I don't see any new questions. But everyone be safe. Please. We love you.
All of our Florida viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's probably it for tonight. Thank you so much to everyone who joined us. You all did amazing. Even if you only wrote a couple of words, that's a couple more words than you would have had before. We love you guys. You're the best. We'll be back next week. Do we have a topic for next week?
No.
Don't think so.
All
To
right,
come.
so we'll be back.
We will be. It's officially 2 weeks out from our book club live chat. We are reading History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. So there's still plenty of time to get that and read it.
Do it. Read it. You read it in like a day. It's so good.
Yeah, you will love it. And yeah, we'll be back. If we missed your questions, we'll answer them in a later chat. You guys are awesome. Way to be productive. We'll see you later.